Hello everyone, this is Rocky and thank you so much for joining my channel. We are continuing this discussion about sneakers. I say this intro every time I talk about my sneakers, but a few years back when I was new to YouTube, I decided to show my sneaker collection. And to my chagrin, I was dragged. Everyone said my shoe collection was whack, which is fine because I hadn't put too much effort into sneakers. It wasn't anything, above and beyond a means to an end. I needed some shoes to work out and that was it. But I thought about it and I said, well, these sneakers really don't represent me. They were getting old. They were kind of beat up. They weren't all that cute. And I'm like, I need to step it up. So for the last few years, I've been taking my time and picking out unique sneakers that I feel like represent me. And I fully own if they are whack, then that totally means that I'm whack because these are the shoes that I chose on purpose and I felt like they were cool. But today's video is not about a particular brand, but maybe like a style or genre of sneaker. These sneakers I call the sort of the throwback sneakers. And these are brands that, when we feel nostalgic about a sneaker, you could totally have that within like your Nike and your Adidas and stuff like that. But we're not talking about Nike or Adidas today. We are talking about some sort of off brands or side brands that we don't talk about very often. So let's get right into it. I've rambled enough. So I decided to kind of group these by brand. The first brand we're going to talk about is Puma. The very first pair I want to show you, and I have them all here on my phone, so you'll see me looking down. The very first pair I want to talk about is one that's a collaboration between Puma and BMW. My husband absolutely hates these sneakers. He thinks that it's pretentious for me to walk around with BMW sneakers. I bought them because I drive a BMW and I love Puma. And I said, put the two things together that I love. Why not? I mean, when I first got my first BMW, literally every time I saw my car, I would sing, "There Goes My Baby." Sorry, but the Usher song, I would sing that song and it never grew old and I would sing that song. So I love my BMW. I've moved away from loving cars since then, but I still have these sneakers. The next pair is a really cool pair of patent leather patent leather Puma sneakers. And these are really cool because they go great with outfits. Like instead of having to wear shoes or Oxfords or penny loafers, anything like that, shiny heels, you can wear those and it will dress up the look and you will still be comfortable. So I really love these patent leather ones for that reason. The next one is a super cool one. And every time I wear them, they make me think of my grandmother. She loved gaudy, tacky, like metallic things. And when I purchased these, I kind of thought of her and I was like, who would have thought I would have become my grandmother? But I love, love, love these gold Pumas and I rock them all the time. The next ones are sort of like a throwaway pair of Pumas. I use these just to work out or to do like work, that menial kind of work that I don't mind if these get dirty. So like one day I had to go and do some touch-up paint at a property or something like that. And I wore these shoes. So I don't mind those, getting dirty. The next brand we're going to be talking about is K-Swiss. And I have always loved K-Swiss. During when I thought I was a B-girl hip hop days, my clothes were super baggy. I loved K-Swiss and I always rocked a really super clean pair of white K-Swiss. Don't have a pure white pair, but the first pair here I want to show you is a pair that is a collaboration between K-Swiss and Gary VAYNERCHUK. And this one had a positive message. I did a video all about it. Maybe I'll link it somewhere here or in the description down below. But I absolutely love the messaging and I love the brand. It was hard not to want these, and these were gifted to me by a friend, so they're very special. The next brand, or not the next brand, the next pair of K-Swiss is one that's an homage to my city. A boutique here, a sneaker boutique here called Leaders. They partnered with K-Swiss to make these sneakers, and it has the Chicago flag colors kind of accented along all of the shoe, but the coolest part is the sole. It has the flag, the star, the flag, stars, and stuff like that. You've seen it on my logo. Love these sneakers. The next brand is Saucony. I love this brand because it's throwback to when, again, I thought I was a B-girl and I was like, you ain't up on Saucony. But we used to call them, we would call him Saucony because there was a guy we met from the East Coast. I think he was from Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore. That's how you said Baltimore. And in Baltimore, they did like go-go dancing. It's kind of like house music, but they would do this dance like this. They just kind of pop the chest and be real cool. and they all rock these Saucony sneakers, but they call them Saucony. It's just, I don't know. So I thought it was so cool. And ever since then, I've always rocked Saucony sneakers, particularly this style that I'm showing you. I rock those sneakers. And they will always be a classic to me. It's nothing special about them, but they're super comfy, super well made, and they just make me feel nostalgic. Now, the next pair of Saucony sneakers I'm going to show you weren't all that cool. You know what I mean? I bought these just to work out in, and also because I love the brand Saucony, and they do really well in terms of performance. But now there's a resurgence of this particular style. I just recently saw a collaboration that Leaders was selling of this style, but it was a collaboration with somebody who's famous. I don't know who, but Saucony it was, and I am excited. The next brand I'm going to be showing you is Reebok. Reebok, I don't even need to say why it's throwback because it just is. I can't say that Reebok ever blew up besides, I think in the 80s, 90s, they were in, I don't know. But they were popular for working out in the 80s, 90s. Anyway, I got this particular pair, one, because the crispy, clean whiteness of it, but it has rose gold / copper accents on it. It's not very common to have that on your sneakers. And I wear this tone of jewelry sometimes, and I'm like, you know what, this would be great to wear. It's very versatile sneakers. They're very comfortable, super clean white. That accent is just wonderful for summer to me. Like, could you imagine just your all white outfit with your sneakers, these white sneakers, and that rose gold gleaming on the sneakers, and you have rose gold jewelry on, a rose gold watch. You know, I just thought that would be all the rage to put that all together. And so this was perfect to me. I rarely wear these, hence the reason maybe they look fairly white. Rarely wear these, but these are a great addition to my collection. The next pair of Reeboks is one just for working out. This is the newer Reebok symbol, that weirdo symbol. It's not throwback at all, but because since we were talking about Reebok and I literally only own 2 pairs, I said throw it on in. But these are more new age, more, I don't know, not throwback for Reebok. The next pair, I only have one of this brand, which is Fila. This one is super, super throwback. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I have several Fila things. Speaking of which, I have this bag. I have like Fila shirts. I have Fila sweatsuits, but I just felt like I needed something to rock with it, make it all match. And so that's why I got this pair of sneakers. The last pair is my pair of Asics sneakers, and I've gotten so many compliments on this. I didn't even think that it was a thing. I didn't really even know people knew what Asics was, but when I got this, everyone was like, those are cold, those are hot, those are dope. Where'd you get them? Did they make them in my size? Well, all those types of questions. The cool part about this is that the tongue is a hooved tongue, split, like that split in there. Yeah. Forked tongue, whichever. Whichever. But that's what makes these cool. I mean, aside from the fact that it's this luscious green with neon accents, that hooved or forked tongue, however we want to call it, is very unique to a pair of sneakers. You usually have a full tongue or, some other kind of a tongue. Like there's different tongues you could have, but not forked, not hoofed. So that brings us to the end of the throwback sneakers. Hopefully you enjoyed that montage of sneakers. Ignore this in the background here. But anyway, that brings us to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends, because my thought is, if you liked it, I'm pretty sure they like it too. Comment down below which of these are your faves. What's your favorite throwback brand for sneakers? What are the ones you're loving on or that you own today? Send me some links. I want to see what you're talking about too. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.